Hey guys, Tbull here. Today we gotta look at something called the Murmansk, Tier 4 Russian cruiser. We got Kuznetsov, that's kind of the ship that or the build that I have for the Russian cruisers, more focused on AP. Not even necessarily what I would recommend with the Murmansk, it's just what we got on there. Okay, Tier 4 cruiser builds, I mean, it is what it is. But it is a nice, effective build. We'll see some decent shots with it. You could also put on Makarov, go for more of a dodgeability build, focus on the HE. Whatever you want to do is fine. This is basically in Omaha. You know, it was quote unquote sold to the Russians or stolen. Who knows what the heck was going on. Uh, you guys know the history better than I do. But from my mind, from a game play perspective, you got Omaha, you got Marblehead, now we got Murmansk. Basically all the same ship. These are just premium versions. Before we dive too deep into this, do want to give a Merry Christmas to everyone that celebrates that holiday. If you're not someone who does celebrate Christmas, well, hopefully you're enjoying the end of the year, whatever holidays you might be celebrating. Hopefully they're going well for you guys. Appreciate the support for the channel all year long. It's been fantastic this year, and I do want to give a shout out to everyone. A lot of people have been, following the channel basically since this game launched. A few people even longer than that, but we got a lot of new people that have been joining recently as well. So once again, appreciate the support. Hopefully we'll continue to see some good things go on in 2022. So stay tuned for that. Jumping into this game though, here we're gonna have some difficulties when it comes to the strategy. Now we're gonna be employing very common blue team strategies. The main one being let's all clump up in the spawn and then concede all three caps and see what happens. Okay, that's one of the more common strategies you see in this game. It's also a very poor strategy if you're trying to win the game. Here's conceptually how you want to view this is there's two ways to win these domination mode games, right? Okay, you can see those three caps in the middle there. If you capture those, they generate points, and then you can see the score 300 to 300. Of course, blue team is on the left, red team's on the right. Okay, so if one team gets that score to 1,000, you win, or if you kill all the ships on the enemy team, you also win, right? Easy, pretty basic to grasp, you would think. But here's what a lot of people are missing. They're thinking, well, if we were trying to go for just raw, we'll kill them every game type of wins. Well, that's not a 50-50 chance to win. That's not a, coin toss of a strategy. What that actually is you're down more on the 25% chance to win. Because if the enemy team's actually pursuing the caps, then they, on paper to start the game, they have a 50-50 shot to win on score and a 50-50 shot to win on kills, reducing the enemy HP to 0 effectively is conceptually how we would review winning on kills. But if one team is conceding, okay, we're not going to try and capture the bases, well, now they don't have that shot to win, so it's at least a 66% chance. I'm no statistician, but, based on my raw computations, we're talking at least a 66% chance for the red team to win, or the team not conceding the bases, up to 75% chance. If you guys know math, you know how to figure that out, let me know. But the point is the odds go way down. Okay, so when we see game after game after game of blue team sitting in the base, dropping the anchor, saying, I'm going to outslug these guys. If that's your strategy, check your stats. Okay, if your win rate's above 45%, then you're pretty good at brawling. Okay, but I would not recommend that if you're actually trying to win the game. You can see there our Jean Wei, the lone destroyer, does go down in a toe-to-toe fight with the enemy Isakaze. Unfortunately, they do have two destroyers. We previously had one, now we're down to 0. Okay, so even more bad news in terms of pursuing domination mode score or victory. So we're kind of watching this. We're going to be getting frustrated here, and then eventually we're going to decide, okay, should we try and win the game, or should we just kind of get on with our lives, maybe uninstall, do something else more productive? Whatever you want to do. We've all those thoughts. Isakaze does pull back there, though, and we did pop him there. Reset the base briefly. And then we got him one more time as he tried to disengage there. And then there's a Janwei, the other enemy destroyer. So we pull forward here, and we're going to be shooting at him. Note the Königsberg. 4.9 kilometers away from him. Torpedo salvo. Second torpedo salvo. Gunshots. No, we don't shoot the guns at destroyers. Come on, guys. Enough's enough. Let's start shooting the destroyers, please. Okay, well, we got the other guy shooting the AP shots. I think that's the battleship. So at least we got some support. And we're just trying to damage him, chase him off. They already captured C, of course, so there's not much we can do there. But now here's the interesting part. Once this Congo disengages, well, now we're saying to ourselves, we can't stop them getting B, right? By the time we can actually get on the base, they'll already have the cap. And, of course, we have nobody contesting A. We're conceding that side of the map as well. But do we have time to rush B, kill the destroyer on there, and then get safe? Well, the calculation is this. Number one, the Congo is blocked by the island, and we, with our position moving into B, can continue to keep him blocked for minutes. Okay, so we're roughly safe from him. We do have the Bayern, I believe, on C. There he is right there. He's also blocked. And then they have the John Wei. You know, he's got other problems. So he's not a threat to us right now. So I'm far more concerned about the guys in the southwest. We're looking for shots here. We're going to try and encourage our team. Yo, let's try and capture some bases. You know, because you can see we're only down one ship, but we're down over 200 points now. So we'd like to at least see some effort from the team. But getting back to the play here, we're safe from the battleship threat to the north. We're safe from the battleship threat to the northeast. Not safe down here. Here's the Isakaze. Watch these shots, okay? You might say, no, this guy's not very good at aiming, and perhaps you're right. But we're going to be shooting him multiple times here, and then we're seeing shots go just over and just under. In my mind, this is what a high-level Vine build looks like. Now, if you're this player, Navy veteran, I can't see what your full screen name is, but if you, by chance, happen to be watching the channel, just let us know what your build is here, because I'm interested in confirming it. It could just be random chance. It could be bad aim. But a lot of times when I'm shooting at destroyers and you see those shots kind of, you know, going right towards the ship but going high or low, I'm attributing that to the Vian build. The incoming dispersion build is what that particular perk affects. And that just makes those shots spread out from the center of the target, which of course is your aim point on the ship. So, interesting look at what I believe to be that sort of build right there. Whether it is or isn't in that case is kind of irrelevant, but more or less, if you don't understand how that Vian perk works, that's basically what it would look like on a ship that was using it. So now we've dropped spot here. We let the guns go silent. Keeping an eye on those ships to the southwest. If they push north, they'll spot us. They're going to reset us. And this game's probably going to fall apart. We've tied it up in ships, right? We're doing pretty good there. Down. They've doubled the score. Down 250. Down 260. We got, what do we got? 4v2 in the northeast, but they firmly control the cap. We need to get on there, so we'll keep pinging. We'll keep pinging. We don't really care if the teammates get annoyed by all the radio contact. We're getting annoyed by the lack of effort to try and recapture the game here. So 2-1. Okay, we're about to capture the base here. We got that. Step 1, check. Okay, we've stopped a little bit of the bleeding. Put a tourniquet on there. We're still in major trouble, but we're not going to completely bleed out in the next few minutes here. Bayern, he's getting pretty low. We can't really do a lot of damage on the Bayern. He's got good armor all over the place. Even AP, you know, HE, doesn't really matter. If we're shooting HE at these heavily armored battleships, mostly trying to do just a smidge of chip damage, but mostly just trying to get the fires going here. John Wei, here he is again. I think he might be getting sonared or whatever by the cruiser. And this is why destroyers, you don't want the cruisers to get near you. They got a lot of tools on their radar. Cruisers for sure have the radar, but a lot of cruisers have the sonar. Maybe he's getting spotted by a plane. Who knows? We can't necessarily see from this angle, but we do get him down there for the second kill. And now I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, they only have 3 ships left. We got 6, right? We got double the ships. We're still down big. We're down about 70 points here, but finally, you know, we're clawing the way back here. And this is what you are committing yourself to doing. Okay, if we're going to concede the caps from the get-go, now we're going to basically force ourselves to win by sinking every enemy ship. Okay, and that, again, that alone is about a 50% chance proposition. That'll go up and down, of course, depending on who's on your team, who's in the red team, and whatever else. But, you know, going into the match, you can consider your ability to sink all the enemy ships 50-50, same as theirs, okay? But they're still in the background gaining in the score, so we need to stop the bleeding here. Luckily, we do have C contested now. The team is getting a little bit more courageous. We got the battleships, the cruisers all swarming the Bayern. If he wants to shoot me, he'd probably be able to kill me here pretty easily. But we're just trying to get him down as quickly as possible. And then we're going to stop here. We want to remain unspotted. And we got that island directly to the south, southwest of us here. So as soon as the Byron goes down, we drop spot. We got, you know, half a minute, whatever it is, to capture this base. But that's the most important step here, okay? Because now you can see we're actually briefly up on score here. And it only took a 5-ship lead to achieve that. But if we can dial in this 2 cap to 1 advantage, you know, we'll still be trading points back and forth by sinking ships on either team. But from that point forward, the background points will begin to accumulate in the blue team's favor. So that's the main turning point in any domination mode game. Now, you can see there, the guy bounces on C, and that's going to be the immediate goal. We already know who it is. It's a cruiser. We don't know what the cruiser was until we spotted him. Kotovsky, if I can catch him on the side with AP, we can shred him. And vice versa. He can do the exact same thing to us. So we're going to point towards him in between shots here. He's doing a pretty good job angling 45 degrees. We're going to get some resets, which is good. But we want that catastrophic damage. If he demonstrates to us like he's going to basically be doing here, I'm going to be angling pretty well. Well, then we'll take a few shots. We'll take 3-4 salvos, continue to see if he's going to do it. But that's when the decision needs to be made. Okay, well, he's doing a pretty good job defending himself. Let's go for the lower damage but more reliable damage HE shell, okay? And now you can see he's pointing directly at us. He's trying to score that big shot before he goes down, which is exactly what he should be doing. And once we see him turning here, trying to get those back guns in, we did flip back to the AP. Okay, but we already got him down for the 4th kill. And now we basically have the win condition in place. We got the flank captured, C. We got the middle captured, C, or B, excuse me. And then all we have to do is defend B, right? Now we got a 5-ship lead here. We got the background points accumulating in our favor. This game should be pretty hard to lose at this point in time. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, we got 4 kills. Might as well go for the Kraken because this game should be loss-proof. Now it's not really that loss-proof. We should be, before we make the decision to make a high-risk play, what we should do is lock our guns, scan everyone on our team. Just go around, look at each ship, check the HP, because you want to make sure whenever we're going to make foolish plays, okay, the team that remains can handle this, right? And part of that is making sure that, you know, not everyone on your team is basically a one-shot, because if that's the case, you can see multiple hundreds of point swings very rapidly. Okay, you can see there we were the ship spotting the Fuso. He's getting shots off. That's fine. We do use this dead body to kind of slam on the brakes immediately there, dodge the shot. And then we're just, again, we're not going to get any damage on these battleships with these guns, the HE guns, but we want to keep hitting them, maybe getting them on fire. You can see he's got 1 fire going already. Maybe we can add to that and continue to get some background damage. But at this point in time, I'm committed to basically just rushing him. We're keeping an eye on his movements on the map. If he pulls off to the southwest, we of course won't be able to catch him. Then we would just continue to play behind this island and shoot him, let our team spot for him. But if he continues on his path here, basically to the north, to the northwest, well, we're on an intercept course. And this is not a play you would want to make if you're trying to play smart. Okay, I need to emphasize that very critically. Cruisers rushing battleships is a laughable play in most instances, okay? And if we're our survival, the win depends on our survival, let me rephrase that, then we would never make this play, okay? But at this point in time, we've calculated, okay, we can't really lose the game just based on our own actions. So what we're going to do is we're going to line up the first torpedo salvo here, and then we're going to basically play it like the Pablo Emilio. Okay, we'll just be coming in hot. We don't have the smoke, of course, to completely bum rush him, but he knows we're here. We go ahead and shoot him for effect. He can definitely one-shot us, okay? The armor on the ship will not protect us from a Fuso's guns. If he lines up the shot properly, hits the Citadel with 2 or 3 shells, then we would die for sure. Probably about 2 shells would be all it would take. But we're going in hot here. We're hunting the Kraken. Note the damage or lack thereof from the guns, but we do have the torps coming in, and we get the second torpedo strike off. Now, basically, I launched that second torp salvo because I know my team's shooting at him. We want to maximize our chances of killing this guy. But if we're actually trying to do a pure rush, we would want to hold on to that second salvo. Hold it as close as we can here. I feel dirty trying to describe how to properly rush battleships and cruisers, so I'll probably leave it there. Anyway, hopefully you guys have a great Christmas. That's going to do it for that one. And If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up. New to the channel, consider subscribing. Questions, comments, leave below. Love to hear from you guys, and we'll see y'all later. Peace.